This is my ideal team to start off FC26. Now, when I say ideal team, what I mean is ideal realistic team. My thought process is pack weight won't be crazy, but we have all these rewards from preseason we'll have for 27, as well we have all the rewards for being a founder for 27. So there's gonna be a lot of packs that are like 82 plus or 83 plus. There's a high chance of getting some 84s and 85s and basically things under 88. So for me, my thought process when I built this particular squad was we're guaranteed two things. We're guaranteed a Hall of Foot player who can pick ourselves, and when it comes to like it not being RNG, we will have a selection between a certain number of players and we can pick whichever one we want. I'm going to pick Dos Santos. Why? Because I watched him growing up. He played for Barcelona. I'm a Barcelona fan. For those who don't know me when it comes to my squad building, I only build squads with players who I actually watched play the game. I only build squads of players who played in leagues that I watch or teams that I play. Generally, I don't watch other teams other than Man United and Premier League, but in NWSL and France Bundesliga and D1 Arkema, I watch every team. In Liga F, I only watch Barcelona. In La Liga, I only watch Barcelona. So if you didn't play for any of those leagues or any of those teams, I didn't watch you, you're not my team. My teams are always built around passion. And when I mention these things, a lot of them things themselves, shouldn't you want a meta squad? Shouldn't you want the best of the best at each position possible? The answer is simple. If you're playing this game with a thought process of you need compensation, as in you yourself who's not good enough at the game to use whatever you want to play the game, you need something to help you do good, then yeah, strive for the meta. Play the 4-4-1-1, get the best and best players at each position, spend real money, hit the store, yada yada yada. Because you yourself aren't good enough to play whatever squad you want, whatever formation you want, and still have what your idea of success would be. That's why you chase the meta. The meta is there for you to, that whole thought process of meta in any video game is the easiest solution to achieve the easiest and quickest result. I don't need to play meta. I'm good enough in my opinion, and good enough in people who watch my opinion, to just not need to play meta. I like passion squads. It gives me a reason to play the game, right? And these players are players who I have passion for. You know, Yuki Nagasato, I'm not guaranteed to get her. This is what I hope to get. I hope to get her or Tobin Heath. So when it comes to starting a squad, if I get Yuki, my starting cam will be Yuki. If I get Tobin Heath, my starting right mid will be Tobin Heath. If I get someone else, I'll use them, but I don't want them. So they might only play my squad for a few weeks, maybe a month, before I move on to someone else. Sugita, she'll be on Kim with Nagasato. She played for Portland Thorns in the past. I'm a Portland Thorns fan. So is everything. Everyone here is explanatory. Rodman, Sanchez played in NWSL. I've been watching NWSL since it first started. And they were best friends. It makes sense. Barcelona fan, so Esme and Patry and Gerard Martindini and freaking Koundé all make sense. Flint has been my team since beginning of 24. So she's literally been one of the longest running players in my squads. Morshane, this will be her second year in the squad. I want to, Eva, last FC, well, the current FC 26, I put over 1,000 games on Total Choice. I now want to put 1,000 games at least on Morshane. Passion drives me. And part of this video is I want to connect people who want passion. This channel, other than just being dedicated to women's sports, exists to prove that you can play this game without being dependent on meta. When you watch my gameplay, you watch me defend, you don't see me using constant pressure. You don't see me to impress. I know how to, I just don't. Why? Because I want my skill to be what you guys see. And a lot of y'all don't know what AI defending even looks like. I've had people message me on Xbox saying I was using AI defending when I wasn't. Why do they think that? Because they see me control one person and they see another defender do something else. The reality is EA will make your defenders move regardless of anything. I don't need to hit, right bumper to do second man press. If you are in a certain proximity to two players, EA will automatically make the other player defend. I don't need to use AI. Outside of that, part of why I don't use AI defending is just how I am as a game. I'm very competitive. As a competitive person, be it from real sports into video games, I want to make sure that I myself am the one doing the work, right? So therefore, If I had to rely on the AI to win for me, I didn't win. The AI did. You know, I come from FPS games and RPGs. Imagine playing Rainbow Six Siege, and instead of me, getting an ace, it was the AI got the ace. It's just my player, right? It wouldn't feel as good. It doesn't feel good to win the ball back because the AI won the ball for me. It doesn't feel good, even when it comes to like offense. It doesn't feel good to score from that shot goal because it's the easiest shot in the game. It's the most assisted shot in the game. It's out of all shots in the game, is a shot keepers have a hard time dealing with. Just like how at 24 and beginning 25, it was with Trivelis. Trivelis keepers couldn't handle Trivelis. It was the easiest freaking way to score against keepers. I would much rather break my opponent down, get to the middle of the field, do some dribble moves, maybe get some final passes off, and then just hit B and score a goal. Be it near post, be it far post, be it a low dribble shot, be it a finesse shot. Just every way I score is a different way because it's me doing it, not me relying on EA to get the things for me. And this is why I don't get the process of being a rat. A lot of y'all are rats, and some of y'all don't understand that being a rat ruins the game. I was watching Stokes. And Stokes had just beat this guy who was just being a pure rat. He was doing everything. He was in a 4-for-1-1. He was parking the bus. He was relying on AI defending. Just every time he was just holding down right bumper. Every time he lost the ball, hold right bumper. For those who know who can't connect the dots, right bumper is how you do two-man press. So every time he didn't have the ball, he would just hold right bumper. Every time he didn't have the ball, he was hitting, the D-pad button to do the team press. He was just pure rat. Never Stokes would score. This guy was trying his best to get a kickoff goal. Run down a freaking flanks, do a cutback. He was doing all the ratty mechanic stuff. Just playing a miserable way of the game, and just also at the same time just being very defensive. And Stokes was just going off and off and off. And the guy was in his stream. He was in Stokes' stream. And he didn't comprehend what Stokes was saying about how people who play the way you play the game ruins this game. You meta-dependent people are ruining FC. Y'all make the game unfun. People quit this game because of you. Not because of EA, because of you. Because of how you play the game, people abandon. I have friends who used to play this game who stopped playing it this year because they hated how the game is played. They hated how unfun the game is played. Fun has died in FPS games. Throughout my entire life playing video games, it's always been fun first. Now, I have the benefit of being good at games. So it's my friends. So we were having fun, being joyful, and playing Halo and Call of Duty and Rainbow Six Siege and all these other games while still having success in it because we were good at the game. But at the end of the day, we were always having fun. And again, another analogy with how I see being a rat, being a meta whore. Think about like being a camper in an FPS game. Yes, you'll have, the best stats when it comes to your KD at the end of the game. You go 10-0 or 10-2, while someone else is 40-10. They have more deaths than you. And that's all you see. See, I didn't die 15 times. Yeah, you got 40 kills, but you died 15 times. That's all their brain will see. While that person was running around the map, just unloading. Same thing comes here at SC. Someone like me playing with a Passion Squad, scoring 8 goals, 7 goals here, whatever. And someone who won their game 3-2, parking the bus, doing finesse shots. That person, my score, I didn't allow my opponent to score 4 goals. You might got 7 goals, but you allowed your opponent to score 4. You won 7-4. I won 3-2. I had a better defensive showing. Playing my 4-for-1-1, parking the bus. Passion drives me. This squad you're looking at is a passion squad. It's not going to be my in-game squad. It's how I would realistically want to start FC27. I want to realistically start the FC27 with players who want my squad that I have passion for, that I also want to Evo. I want to Evo Morche. I want to Evo Flint. I want to Evo Gerard Martin. I want to Evo Dos Santos. I want to Evo Rodman. I want to Evo Sanchez. I want to Evo this entire squad. And I want them to be my squad as long as possible. I had an Evo of Patry in 24 that was in my squad to the end of the year. From the day I got the game to the day I started playing 24, I had an Evo on Patry. It went to a Footies Evo. It was literally a Patry card that went to a Footies Evo after I got it, eventually. I had an Evo Patry in 25. These are all people who are long, like, other than Martin, and Dos Santos, every player you're seeing in this little image has been in my squad for the last 3.5 years. Every single one of them. That's passion. You know, like, things change. My favorite player of all time won't be in the game with 27, so she won't be in the squad at all. And again, this isn't meant to like just insult people who are ratty. It's more so to get y'all on my side, because I think you would like the game more if you had more passion. Because when I was in school, I took a minor in psychology, so I know a lot about human psychology. If you're striving for meta, if you're striving for, building the most meta team, and you're super try hard, you're just try hard all the time, you have a higher chance of being miserable playing this game than someone who doesn't. People who play this game for fun don't get as pissed off at this game, because to them, it's just a game. To quote Lease, who is a mod for a Foot account and also himself a streamer, he said that he plays this game to avoid his depression, not add on to it. Basically saying, I don't want to do anything in this game that's going to frustrate me. I don't want to run formations that I don't care about. I don't want to run teams that I don't care about. Leeds runs an all league squad. His entire team is literally only league players. That's passion. I have a friend who uses an all women's team because that's how he has fun. That's passion. I have a friend who has an Aston Villa passing person squad. Passion. I have a friend who mixes and matches his favorite England teams and his favorite La Liga team. People who play this game for passion have a higher chance of enjoying the game for what it is. Not only that, people who only game as FC, you have a higher chance of being miserable. People who play FC as just a side game or one of their mini games don't hate the game that much because they don't play this game all day, every day. They're not trying to be a pro player in FC. They're just trying to play a video game. They'll log off, go play Pokemon. Log off, go play R6. Log off, go play Madden. Log off, go play Baldur's Gate 3. They play other games. The people who play this game all day, every day, who have this fictional belief that they're going to be the next Anders, or fictional belief that they're as good as Anders, who are just trying their hardest to be a massive sweat in every game mode. They hate this game because they're trying too hard. It's making them pretty miserable when they fail. They become miserable when they see an SBC that doesn't fit their squad. They open their packs and it's not players who can fit their squad, because they need their squad to be even more meta, so they can try their best to win again in the next go. You know what I do when I see cards that I don't care about that come out as an SBC? I don't react to it, because I understand I'm one person who's playing a game that millions play. This game isn't catered to me. It's catered to the potential of 1 million. So sometimes it's going to be a player or 3 or 4 who come out as SBCs. Well, when I log into SC, it's like, I don't really want any of these players. And that's okay. I don't get mad. I just go, it ain't for me. Let's get to gameplay. I play this game for gameplay, not for the packs. I don't have a pack addiction. I don't have an addiction for the player picks. I want to play the game. I want to get my favorite players from around the world, put them into a squad, build my, not yours, my dream ultimate team, and win games. If I lose, I want to lose to someone who is actually better than me, not someone who just spam mechanics. If I lose, I want to lose a game where we both had a good time and good back and forth, not a game where it was just a boring slugfest where one person is just spamming mechanics and the other person that's trying to play football. I had a video recently where the first gameplay was we were having back and forth. It was a fun game. And in that same video, I had a game where it was back and forth, but it was boring as hell. How this game is played starts with us. We like to sit here and blame the developers, blame EA, blame whoever when it comes to the game. But we are the community. We make this game. It is up to us to, nurture a community that strives to just have fun playing a video game. to enjoy playing a video game. You want to know why you had more fun playing FIFA 14, 15, 16, 17? Because you weren't trying as hard. It's not just because the menus were better. You weren't trying as hard. Back then, you were playing the game because it's a video game, and that was it. Whereas now, you don't play the game as a video game. You play the game to min-max, having the best squad possible. And when you do all that work, you want a payoff. And that payoff for doing all that hard work is your rewards for your packs, your rewards weekend league, your rewards for rivals. So you got to try hard, because you need those rewards to prove all the work you put into playing the game paid off. Playing the game itself isn't something that matters to you. Passion doesn't matter to you. That's why I respect guys like freaking Stokes, who, plays with different teams every weekend league. Uses a different formation every weekend league. Boris, he uses, the meta formations as well, but he also will change things up, things up. Then he comes to like Zwei. Zwei might be a goofball, but he uses fun squads. And that's what makes him lovable, because he uses a fun squad. Even like Nate the Foot Accountant, he might run some meta formations or might run some meta players, but for the most part, he does have passion within his team. He's not doing a full meta squad. That's what impresses me. I'm impressed not by your end result for your weekend league or your division and rivals. I'm impressed by what you did to your team, how unique your team is, how fun your team looks. When I see Leaf's team, I'm like, yeah, that's a fun looking squad. When I see a meta squad, I'm like, who cares? You are a generic bot. When I see someone playing a 4-2-4 instead of a 4-4-2, it's like, yo, you are a fun guy. I see someone playing a 4-3-3 bracket 2 instead of a 4-4-1-1. It's like, you are a unique guy. Now, he might even make that formation that he's playing like Ratty. Because at the end of the day, you can play a formation in this game and make it a Ratty formation by just changing up your tactics. Or just your general playstyle. But at the least thought to avoid what is the most meta formation of the game, at least makes it seem like we might have a fun game right now. So that's what you take away from this video. I haven't done like a video like this in a while, a discussion video or rant video, whatever you want to call it. It's just have fun. That's the message to you. I played the beta for 27, and every match I got into in Rivals was a 4-4-1. And that annoyed me. Not because it's 4-4-1, but because it's like, are we really going to have a year where we play against the exact same formation for 2 years in a row? During my time playing this game, which has only been three years, you might seem like my end credit thing and be like, it says 2014. In 2014, I logged into Ultimate Team and played like a game of squad battles, and that was it. I didn't actually play Ultimate Team until 24. That's when I actually started playing Ultimate Team for real. So I've been playing Ultimate Team for 3 years, essentially. During my time like playing this, I've always had this mindset. And I come from an outside. So if someone from the outside sees this game the way that I see it, if you've been here since the beginning of Ultimate Team, you gotta ask yourself some questions on why you're taking it so serious. Have some fun. I was just playing the freaking first 2 little event, and people were sweating their balls off. Then after they sweat their balls off and lost, hit me up with messages. You got lucky. You got lucky. Did I? I controlled the game. I won the game. I beat you. I didn't just score more goals than you, but even when it comes to like every stat that the game shows you in the performance stat or the match facts, I did better than you. But I got lucky. You parked the bus, I have a meta squad, and you lost. And you're angry because you spent all that time and effort to get that squad, and you lost to an evil team. The evils don't even freaking matter. It's just the fact that you lost that matters. And it makes you mad because if you would lose the game, you want to lose to a meta squad. You don't want to lose to a fun team because you've been told your entire freaking time playing FC this lie that fun squads don't win games. You've been told a lie that passion squads don't win games. Yeah, they do. It just ain't easy. And you want easy. You want the easy road. Meta is the easy road. Meta isn't skill. Passion squad is skill. You'll see this team that I showed you in this video, where teams like it, and you'll lose to it. It's going to piss you off because it's not meta. That's why all this little discourse exists. All this discourse about women players in the game or evos are too good. Because people who chase meta don't need evos. Because they'll get a better Mbappe in the next promo. They'll get a better VVD in the next promo. But it's going to grind their gears if an Evo Gerard Martin bodies their Mbappe. It's going to grind their gears if some random Swedish player bodies their Van de Ven. It's going to piss them off because how dare this guy who I never heard of outplay my Van de Ven. You wanna know how many Van de Ven Eagles I have this year? 0. I didn't freaking know who Van de Ven even was until last year. I don't have any thought process to Eagle players I never even heard of. Even when it comes to icons, I don't even use icons I never heard of. And that's a whole another conversation to have, by the way, on the fact that icons in this game should be the best cards in the game, bar none. And the reason why icons don't matter anymore is because they're not. The best gold card in FC should still be worse than the worst icon card in FC. Doesn't matter who it is. It could be Mbappe as a gold. The worst icon striker should be better than Mbappe. Make icons matter. Any icon you pack, you should feel something about getting an icon. It should feel like I hit the lottery. I just got the best player for my position that I can possibly freaking get because they're an icon. They should be better than heroes. They should be the best cards in the entire game, the entire year. Every new promo when an icon comes out, that new version of that icon should be the best icon in that game, bar none. Throughout the entire year. Team of the year, whoever, should be the best team of the year in the game. You want icons to be on EA? That's how it should be. Icons should matter, and the way it can matter is by being the best versions of any card in this game. That's it with me though. This is a long little rant, kind of all over the place. There's no script. There's other things I probably could talk about if I wanted to keep going, but I'm out of here. I had to go do a live stream and things like that. So, University all day. Y'all stay safe. Because this is not to be a rant. I'm just talking. Tone is tone. So people can get confused by my tone. Like, oh, you sound angry. I'm not angry at all. Because I have fun playing this game. There's people out there who can't comprehend people enjoy this game. It's a miserable thing for them. If I'm pissed off, if I having a hard time playing this game, everyone who plays this game probably feels the exact same way, right? No, there's people out there who enjoy the game. And why they enjoy it? Because it's just a video game. They don't go beyond that thought process of it's a video game. A lot of y'all go past that thought process. Y'all want things to be more realistic. Y'all want things to be all these other things other than just being a video game. It's just a video game.